Coming into you loud. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Chef's Meal. My name is Casey.
My name is Sean, and we're two chefs talking about our lives, one finished plate at a time.
It's all about whatever and ever and everything else
in between.
Wait for it. And then, you can't hear it, but they can hear it.
I can't hear it. They can hear it, so.
It should have gone like this. It should have gone like this. Both music's kind of going through. Because, because we're professionals. Oh, my God. Sean, I know I saw texting you earlier. Hold on. Let me just make sure to turn off my phone because it has a habit of turning on. So here's a fact for you, Sean. Okay. So I called unemployment again. And I've been calling pretty much every day, Monday to Friday. Try to get my situation covered because I still haven't received it.
Sure.
I still haven't received it. Still no go. However, I did call my company and I found out that I've been putting the wrong information. So, however.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing. I still need the help because I wouldn't know otherwise. Because on our other restaurant, when I put that location's information, everything was fine. That was their own company. This one is not owned by the same said name company. It's a subsidiary by it's like a group.
So they have a different employee.
It's a different name. Number. Yeah. So it's like, bro, why didn't they tell me that? And again, I should have called to be more specific when I got laid off. So anyway, after about an hour with the woman on my company side, I was like, hey, this is the information you need to plug in. I was like, oh, my word.
Right. So you're just side. Do not have
I was, oh my God. So anyway, I went to the interwebs, plugged in my information correctly this time. Hopefully, Sean, and I'm hoping. And I'm still going. Next week, the unemployment offices are open here in Jersey, at least where I'm located. I'm still going to go in. It's like, hey, is there any way? I don't know what it is.
What can we do?
What can we do? I'm behind literally on everything. I haven't been paying anything.
I said, I can tell, informally from my end that obviously more and more people are unemployed because it went from being since my stuff went through, it went from being able to file for benefits say on one day, then it was the next day, then it was the next day, then it was the next day, and then the next day at a specific time, and then it was a range of 3 hours, and then it was a range of 2 hours, and now it's no, it's this day, you got a half hour to get your shit together. If you miss it, then because obviously, they're breaking things down by your social security number rather than the last couple of digits. And as more and more people, are unemployed or underemployed, as more and more people jumping on the rolls, and it's just making it tougher and tougher to process all that stuff efficiently.
Bro, it's a little rough.
Yeah. So hopefully if you can get in there, you can talk to someone and maybe they can make things a little bit easier for you.
I just need to pay some bills. I haven't had I couldn't. There's no way for me to pay it. Everything is inevitable. How I could have taken it out of my 401k, but that defeats the whole purpose of having that 401k.
The penalties are crazy. Because you are still very much a young man.
It's there's
unless
no way.
You're 65 years old and you've been lying to me this whole time.
Well, Sean, did you know?
Did you know? You got this giant bottle of hair dye.
Please, no.
Oh, anyway, so today, Sean, I decided. We were texting earlier, right?
Yeah,
it was pretty cool. I usually do my 100 reps, right? 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, etc. Today, I decided I wanted to shoot some hoops. So I'm what? Time to get the old Casey back in shape, right? I go to my car, I pick up the rock, and it's deflated because I don't keep air.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And I have 2 of them, so I'm like, I don't think I need the other one. So I pumped the other one. It felt fine. So I got all together. I got all my gear all in set. I go to the courts. So here's a little precipice. Last week, the governor said that the parks are open here in Jersey. Should be open. Like everything is fine. I get to the park and I look at the rims, bruh. It's closed by like 3 2x4s on all of them, on all 6 of them, and I'm like, like I'm still gonna shoot somehow or practice some other way. So I was like, well, you know what? It's been a while anyway, so I'll take it slow. I'll just dribble today. So there we go. We dribbling. And I was getting mad at myself because I couldn't dribble left-handed. That's how mad I got. Sean, I was getting pissed off at the ball because it wouldn't dribble the way it used to dribble when I was, when I was in my 20s and played, Division 3. But anyway, long story short, after about an hour, I did a whole AU practice myself. Did about 10 suicides from half court, back and forth. Mm-hmm. I did the sideways drill, just the one hand. And then I wanted to dribble between my legs from half court to the end court at least one way, just to get the handles back, right? I could not do it until the last maybe 2 minutes that I was there. I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this right now.
It's just gonna have to come back to you.
Yo, it's so bad, dude.
Like it's the same way that I feel like. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm playing like pickup basketball, like in the summers. Probably not this summer with everything going on, but like those months in between is all rust for the first couple of games, and I'm like, gotta pick my spots. Gonna pick my spots. Gonna play some good defense. You know what I'm saying? Gonna set people up for open shots until like I feel comfortable moving around, sort of in the way that I used to. So yeah, I could understand if you haven't played in a while.
Yo, I haven't played.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of rust.
A while. Sean, my first step. The first step is still there, but I couldn't. Like how it's not a skip, but the first step is you project from your back foot forward. Sure. No matter what you go, right? So I usually start with the right foot first, and then project first, and then I'll switch to the left. But since I couldn't dribble left-handed for the life of me, I just kept doing right ones, but I could not stop in time. But then again, my shoes aren't for basketball, so I don't have basketball shoes. It's sad, because I used to.
Am I gonna have to send you a pair of kicks? What size you wear, Casey?
I don't have basketball shoes. I'm a 12, but like I couldn't.
You're a 12. I will. I'm gonna send you a pair of sneakers.
I couldn't. I was this close to calling Vin because he's almost the same size as I am. I was like, yo, Vin, do you have a pair that I could just like borrow so my head space can kind of clear itself? Because it was pissing me off. Sean, I couldn't even do a back dribble where you just kind of go like this. I couldn't even. Yo, I could not for the life of me, Sean. And then my flick on my left kept hurting. There's something. I haven't used the same freaking motions. I was just mad. That's the bottom line today. I was mad. I couldn't perform the same way I used to. And then I was trying to do the airball shots. So, with the form and everything. Right. But then I'm noticing my front arm kept going like this in the front of it to shoot, which is not what you want to do. But you want to square, your chest squared. That way you release proper, but it just wouldn't. Arms tucked in.
One hand guiding, the other one. Yeah.
But I release up here.
Your head's not in the way.
Yeah, I release up here. Like, how mostly, it doesn't really matter how you shoot, but the follow through is what's important.
Everyone has a different release.
I shoot up here. It's just this motion for me from the top. So it's easier. I learned how to do that because when I first saw Dirk Nowitzki back then, 06, he does this little fadeaway the same exact way. He can't really jump or, plus he's like power forward center to begin with. But to shoot over the same centers, he would fade over and release from up here. And it's pretty much unguardable because he would fade, and if you're 6'7", the other guy is 6'7".
Right, you're gonna have to like jump straight up and then probably at him, and then it's a foul. It's a foul. And he like shoots with his knee out, which makes even more space.
Yeah. So I applied the same technique, and also when back in high school, I studied Larry Bird's shot percentage too. I did the same exact techniques because that's my homie, right? And I was, man, I really wish the nets were open so I could at least shot my 300 or at least the 500 that I usually do. So at least get my confidence up to where.
Nah, man, I am jealous of you for even just being able to get up and out there. Like I was telling you before, like a lot of the parks here in the city, depending on your neighborhood, are still closed. So like a lot of things like basketball courts are still shut down. We were driving around to do some errands and past some of the baseball fields, and you could see like the grass growth because like they've been closed and no one's been able to play on those. I mean, obviously, to accommodate social distancing, it's just what you got to do. But it's one of those things that you don't miss it till it's gone.
Oh, it's pretty horrible, and I might have to get some wrist straps, which I used to put on just at least for here, because I'm getting the. I wasn't even shooting today; it was just fake shooting, and I was getting the strain on my. I haven't done that motion in so long, but anyway. So that was my little fiasco. Let's just say day one after 7 years on the court, Sean. That's how long I have.
Wow. Yeah, man, that's a long time.
I just shoot around pretty much.
Maybe a few
in the summer,
months.
Like
summer to summer.
I'll do free throws, because my shot percentage was always pretty good on free throws. I was content with that. However, back in the day, I was 75% on the field, mid. And I kind of wanted to put that to the test, but when it opens again, I'll let you know. I'll put a counter. I'll do a 300. We'll see. I never really took 3-pointers. We had a better shooting guard, the starter shooting guard. He was awesome, man. He was also 6'4".
I mean, even coming up for me, it was still very much like a novelty. Like I remember on one of my teams coming up, there was this kid, his name was Ross, and he was a great like outside shooter. And for us, you could hit a shot if you were open, but we weren't trying to practice threes like I would imagine like the kids playing today do, or of every position. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Smigelski. What's up, Chris? You remember Chris?
Yeah. He's listening. Of course.
He's playing. You're playing Rainbow Six right now? It's like my brother. They both like Rainbow Six. I just could not shoot the hoop, Sean. I was mad. I was mad at myself. And I really wanted to get back into the same breathing space. And it took me about 40 minutes to get my second win. To just get regular, to get the heart pumping, and then I'm okay. 40 minutes, that's the entire game, son. Like I was just dribbling.
It's a different energy all around. It just is.
Yeah, it was maddening. That's
I am looking forward to some point in the future where we can get out and shoot around.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
a good time. Like I said, you know me, always got kicks, always got a rock in the car, ready to go.
I wish I had kicks. I might have to fucking get some kicks. I was mad, dude. Like, dude, I was like, do I even have basketball shoes? And then I looked there, I was like, oh, yo, I don't have a pair at all. Like, to at least shoot the rock, rectify that. Oh my goodness, that was. So I played in
I don't know, man. Like cons. 30 pairs of kicks in the closet over there, like.
No, I don't. Oh,
I'm like, I'll make sure I get you a size 12. No problem.
So that's how I felt about it, Sean. I was mad. I was mad today. Wish it could have been better. At some point I will video it also, because my coach from high school at one point, he was all into video, right? to get people's habits out of the way. We had this one guard, because there's only about 4 of us. There was 4 guards that he rotated. The other 2 guard had a bad habit of doing a stutter step, and he will always he'll always travel. And for some reason, he didn't understand it. Coach was like, "You're still doing this." He's like, "I'm not, coach." So he just straight up just brought cameras out on like 3 angles. And he was like, here's your dumbass doing this move. And this is why you travel. It's like, yo. And then he worked with everybody. At one point, we were working on my jump shot on the wings, about like, I don't know, 12 feet or so. And he was like, Case, if you just, because I released from so high up, he was like, if you just give, it's not, how do you explain it? Not release this way, but like release up and push the follow through instead of just doing this. He's like, I can guarantee you say, like, it will go through.
With your follow through, when you're done, your fingers should be pointing in toward the back of the basket. Mm-hmm. Like ideally, that's where like you want to get it. Yeah,
I didn't have that. I couldn't see it because you're just going through the motion. You're not seeing to do the free throws. So he specifically worked me on that, and after that, my shot percentage pretty much increased, which is pretty damn dope altogether. But nothing too crazy though. That's my little thing. But eventually, I really do want to play. All the moves are there, even the little post up moves that I used to do. Like I said, my first step is my most powerful weapon when I was a shooting guard, and the one move that kind of everybody does now regularly is the little step back shot. Because the 2 dribble Euro step back shot. That was like the whole thing. At one point, I got that to a freaking science, and it was just boom up, right? And it was a play, but I want to be able to get to that soon, and then I'll work on my vertical again. Hopefully I can. I think today I was maybe, I don't know, like a good 10 inches away from the rim. That's pretty good for not. That's pretty good for not jumping for so long.
You gotta do the math. Like 10 inches away from the rim, you're 6 feet. You got a good 2.5 feet of arms.
I gotta get lift. I know it's not much left. So
it's all right though. Damn. It's all right. 7 years.
It was horrible.
You gotta know where you're starting from.
I couldn't jump up. My legs would give out. I could feel my legs trying to push up, but I didn't have enough up power since I haven't done that move in so long. But that's it's a good day nonetheless. I understood what was happening. I can adjust, and that's the good thing about it. But let's get into Sean. Oh, well, it's not Tuesday.
Yeah, you know what? You know what it is. It's Tech Tuesday on a Thursday, on a Tuesday, on a Thursday.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Look, man.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Sean's Tech Tuesday.
Ladies and gentlemen, on a Thursday, nonetheless.
On a Thursday, and live.
If you haven't already, we are live on Facebook first time today.
Every time you drop this music in the background, I feel like I need to race through it. Like, you should play this at the end. Like, it's like, yo, man, you got 5 minutes. It's been 4.5. Drop it then, and then I'm gonna run through everything.
Yo, have you seen the somebody made? I'll put it onto the screen in a little bit. Somebody made like the most dangerous first level of Mario with like the spinning fires everywhere,
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I think it was in either Mario Maker or Mario Maker 2.
Yeah. I was just like, oh my goodness.
Like, I'm infinitely jealous. I never got a Wii U and I don't have a Switch, and Super Mario Bros.
Oh, those are only there?
Yeah, they're only there. And it's cool because it's like, people can make levels, they can share them, iterate on them, and then, people all around the world can kind of get it and play them if you have
a
Switch or a Wii.
I did not know. It's not too crazy. All right, Sean, take it away.
All right.
What you got for us?
What do we have? Apple. Apple glasses.
Oh, it's the Apple glasses. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So, things are trickling out about the Apple glasses. You can check them out on CNET. They're just talking about what they know, what they think they know, and so it looks like they're gonna be prescription glasses.
That's awesome.
Yes, and they're gonna tie to your iPhone, which is gonna do most of the processing, and they're gonna be augmented reality.
So wait. So you need to have your iPhone with it.
You need to have right, yeah, in the same way that you have like an Apple Watch. Requires being tethered to an iPhone for some data processing and some internet sharing. Yeah, pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Some of what they're gathering that they know is based upon the tech that's in the latest revision of the large iPad. Mm-hmm. Kind of like hints to some of the augmented reality tech that they're going to be thrown in there.
Wow.
Pretty dope. Pretty
cool,
dope.
Man.
Because I just always thought VR is definitely a mature technology, but it's still something that's hard to get people to get in on. It just at this point, it still requires so much. Mm-hmm. And it requires that when you're using it, you're going to be cut off from the real world. But I think Apple's uniquely positioned to kind of do something with AR tech. And if they can put it out in a product that seems that'll fold into your life in a seamless way, I think they can, they can do some things.
Yeah. It'll be winner chicken dinner.
Right. And I thought again, obviously I'm looking at you. You wear glasses. My wife wears glasses. I don't, but I thought it's I guess they would have to be a prescription thing, right? Because you're gonna wear these things.
It'd be silly to have the glasses underneath.
Right. You're not gonna wear it in addition to what you're already wearing. That but if you now you bought into the Apple ecosystem and you got your glasses, and it's just interesting. It's talking about
you see this it will start at $500. So that's lower than most prescriptions.
Right. But Apple as well, so that's what they'll start. It'll be probably a basic plastic, glass, and then obviously just like with regular glasses, hey man, if you want to pay for designer frames, you can pay some serious money for some designer frames. But it's interesting to see that this is a space and a platform that they might be really poised to take over.
How much is the Oculus?
Depends on the version. I mean, off the top of my head, I want to say you can start as low as $399 for some of the versions that have the processing built in but aren't necessarily as capable as some of the really expensive ones that you need a dedicated PC and GPU to power.
Yeah, about 400.
But yeah, I mean, again, this is off the top of my head. I mean, I don't have an Oculus, but again, I find it interesting that even that was something that pioneered or rather debuted significantly more expensive, and with gains in mobile processing, it became something that you could just use as a standalone thing.
Yeah,
but still, it requires that you put this thing on and you're in it. As someone who has a little kid here, this is not something as much as I would like to be able to try. Can't shut yourself off from your family.
So how would you feel? Here's a question though. So obviously I wear glasses. If anything, it's not that it's it needs I don't want to say the HUD, but the information on my eye needs to be, I don't know, it can't be off centered because it'll be here, then you'll actually look at it. But it needs to be almost centered for you to see it. So that's interesting.
I mean, cool. Obviously, whatever comes out will be a Generation 1 product, and it'll be the Apple Glasses 4.0 in terms of where it's something where you're just okay, this just works, right? They've accounted for all sorts of different types of vision and vision impairment, like people have an understanding of like how this should be work. Software developers understand how they're going to need to overlay information, and and then I would imagine like gains in tech will make it so that like the information that's going to be relayed into the glasses will kind of seamlessly fit into your environment,
According to this, Nintendo had a 2011 3DS game with the AR baked into it.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And AR robots, I remember that. Yeah, it was cool, but still, you have this abstraction layer of like I'm picking up my my game, right, and I'm looking through its camera and it's projected to my screen, so like. It works.
Oh, that's how it works.
But you know what I'm saying? But it's not like I have my glasses on, right? Because I would assume, and this is just me talking on my ass because I don't wear glasses, right? At some point, your glasses are just a part of you, right?
Yeah.
Like it's only when like something goes wrong, like I don't know, well not wrong, but like let's say like your vision changes, or if there's like a smudge on your glasses, or if they're broken, like that you start to like be brought back to the reality that you have this thing on your face.
Yeah.
I'm talking about my ass. I'm just assuming,
I got you.
So you got to imagine it's like you have that layer, and then there's going to be like data that's presented to you that way. There's a lot of things to think about. Like it's annoying to get notifications on my damn phone that's in my pocket.
Imagine on your face.
Could you imagine,
constantly.
right? You're like how do you opt in and out of that stuff? Like what type of information is good to have up in your face all the time? Is it something as simple as like a clock? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it your text messages?
Like, text messages would be too much, I think. That would just throw you off all completely. Like if I were, think about it. Like even if you're driving, all of a sudden, clink, a message comes up on my glasses, bro.
Right.
Like, dude,
right.
that, oh my God, I don't think.
It'd be very interesting, right? Because they don't want people to text and drive, but like, what if your text message is just presented to your eyeballs right on the highway, man? Some dope shit. Yeah.
I'm interested. Yeah. I'm cool with it. I don't know if I'll buy an Apple phone, though.
Obviously this is, CNET making their best case guesses on some of this stuff, and, we will definitely know more soon. I'm very curious to see where this starts and where it gets off to and going.
For everybody else, if you want to read the app or the story that Sean and I are looking through, we found it on cnet.com/news/Apple glasses, and you can read the entire post there if you'd like. It's really interesting and kind of cool what they'll be doing. If Caitlin still has an iPhone in like 10 years or so, and if it presents itself, maybe I'll try it. But like, I don't know, man. Android is my boy right now. Love Android.
Again, be really interesting again to see what comes out of the competition in that space. Because the thing I think about with Apple is like they could debut this new platform and they could keep it prohibitively expensive. Yeah. But if like AR wear is something that like people can expect, especially in the Android space, we're going to get lower cost
all around
alternatives that are going to bring the value up and the price down in that segment. So it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, no, that's exciting. Wow, I didn't even know.
Yeah. What's next? So this is from Gizmodo. Fitbit is studying whether its watches can detect coronavirus early, and that is pretty fucking cool.
There you go.
I don't know. We got to drop an explicit tag on Facebook streams. Sorry, Mom.
It's okay. It's fine. Studying whether its watches can detect coronavirus early. Now, this is assuming you have some kind of device on you.
Well, yeah. Monitor, again, right? Like the Fitbit, does have some health monitoring facilities already. And again, if this is something that is, tracking your biometrics, and it's something again people wear, right? Like You wear it just like your watch, just like your glasses, and if they can leverage the information that they're getting to be a leading indicator on whether or not someone is picked up the virus or is exhibiting some low-level symptoms, this could be great information. Like this could be great information, and I would imagine, obviously, this would be very lucrative for Fitbit, but also could be something that could make for gains in that wearable tech segment as well. Hey, I don't have an Apple Watch, but shit, if a Fitbit or an Apple Watch is gonna I'm gonna do my part.
Yeah, sure.
But do your part. I mean. It's interesting.
Yeah. According to the blog, the story that launched today will collect data from volunteers that we used to build an algorithm that could eventually make its way into a COVID-19 diagnostic tool directly onto Fitbit devices. That's pretty awesome. Hey, I mean, that's one other thing that can help us prevent something.
Sure. Right. I really like that, people are looking into the technology that people have already as ways to, spread awareness and, use that information to save lives. I mean,
hey, I'm down.
Obviously, you want to see everyone look at every vector because this is something that affects everyone.
Yo, if this goes through, Fitbit stocks are gonna skyrocket, man. I'm down for it. I see you, Fitbit.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about Intel's newest,
You want to touch upon
chips.
it, the Intel
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, we could touch on it really quickly. So,
Was it 10th gen,
Intel's
right?
dropped 10th generation chips in their Core series. So they're leading the way with the release of the Core i9 the Core i9
10900K.
900K. Wow. This again, I'm looking at it.
It's a mouthful, I know.
Yeah, I'm like, could you guys just use some of that processing power to come up with something that's easier to say?
Yo, I mean,
But I guess if you're shopping for a Core i9 10900K, you know what you're looking for.
that's a lot of numbers.
It's a lot. This is the latest revision of Intel's Comet Lake CPUs, and they're not the very, very fastest multi-core processors. You got to give that to AMD and their Threadripper Ryzen series, but they're closing the gap. And for gamers, I mean, this is another path of entry if you want to build a killer rig. On the same wavelength, AMD last week started talking about their Ryzen 4000 processors, and also released the Ryzen 3 3000 series, which has brought significant gains on the lower end of that segment. So if you're trying to build a inexpensive PC, but you want something that has strong quad core performance and some strong performance in multi-threaded applications, man, it's a good time to get in on that. Yeah. Provided that they can fabricate these chips in a post COVID-19 atmosphere and environment. So
I just wish that it doesn't run so hot. That's my only thing about Intel. And I told you this before. I have an IO coming, but not for a while because it's still out of stock. But the temperatures is just so high because I have no idea why. But the AMD chips would run lower because they program it to be undervolted to begin with, and I actually had to undervolt my computer. And now it's fine, but it's still. Can you imagine if I didn't know any of that, if I didn't research any of that? Or imagine if you're just a first-time PC buyer. All of a sudden, you're like, why is it so hot? Bro, it's like boiling. For a while, that's how it was feeling underneath because I have my rig down on the floor side. But it was just, it runs ridiculously hot. we're talking about like 85, 86, and that's I mean it's okay, but like you don't want it to be higher to touch 90. So yeah, man,
Right.
I'm
yeah.
okay with it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want your CPU temps to get that high. I guess quick question for you. I mean, I know you have mentioned that you're looking to get like an all-in-one cooler for your CPU. Between now and when it arrives, what are you doing to monitor those temps? Like, are you changing your fan curves? I'm sorry if it's an inside baseball for everybody.
Yeah, no. So I got you. So the curves are maxed completely. And then also I undervolted. It was at, I think I was doing it at 1.3 volts, and I shot it down to 1.25, and that just brought everything down. And it was still, I only lost maybe, I don't know, like 200 megahertz or so on the speed, and it was barely noticeable. It's not a big deal, but it's not like I'm pushing it every time. To begin with, the only time it maxes out is when I'm rendering or editing footage, and that's when it's just like, that's when it's churning. That's when you feel it, and even the loss of the 200 megahertz or so, it still runs completely okay.
I mean, I'm sure you're talking that's sub
Barely
3%, like, right?
Yeah,
like at the end of the
even.
day, I mean, if you're rendering, you're gonna be taking seconds here. You know, half
What's
a minute
another
there
15
or so.
seconds or 20 seconds or so then to keep my computer down into a more noticeable level. I understand this is like a little bit above everybody's heads. There's kind of a PC talk, but you can definitely look this up. If you are having troubles with your PC, contact Sean or myself. We can more than happy to let you guys know.
You got a question right now? I definitely got the time to answer it.
There you go. You can ask a question.
When we get back to work,
ask.
I'll get back to you. But
I keep forgetting we're live right now. If you have any questions right now, we are live on Facebook. You can see us live today. We are on Eastern time. It is 10:48 p.m. because everybody is in lockdown. It's not like you're doing anything anyway. Let all your friends know. Hey, this is the Rush Hour show right now. Okay. All right. Is that, do we have one more, or are you good on the...
Yeah, I mean, again, I have one more, but I don't want to, bang the drum too hard on, like, CPU talk. But it's just something that, like, affects me as someone who just recently built another PC. AMD kind of reversed their stance on supporting the newest Ryzen 4 chips on B450 motherboards and the like.
Yeah.
So, again, what that means is pretty much... like I can take the existing motherboard that I have, and if need be in the future, it means that I could like upgrade to their newest stuff. And again, as someone who literally just put together a computer 2 weeks ago, like to find out that they were going to announce new stuff, and then I might be squeezed out of that by mere days wasn't the greatest feeling. But it seems like they've taken steps to make sure that there's a path forward to upgrade.
Yeah. I think you're okay though for a few years. I think you're okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, this is not something that I'm actually worried about. But it's just buyer's remorse. Like
No, hey, listen, I know. Trust me.
That's the thing with PCs just in general. It's like it doesn't matter what you put together or how much you paid for it. It's gonna be cheaper. Or something is going to be better that costs exact same price, and literally as soon as it arrives at your door, you're gonna build your PC, open up a web page, and someone's gonna be telling you about something that's better than what you just bought.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I told you that I gone ahead and made my PC. Literally 2080 Ti just released, and I just purchased the 2070. Version. I was just like, really, just couldn't just wait a little bit. That price could have gone down even like a couple more $100, but it is what it is. Nothing too crazy.
It is what it is. At some point, you just kind of have to appreciate what you have. Because I mean, the differences in are generally a couple of percent here or there. Ultimately, it doesn't really mean anything.
But is it, Sean? 2070 is like like 60%, 2080 Ti. I was like, bro, we're talking like 40% increase in capacity.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, but even if you just do the math, it's just like, what does that 40% net you out?
$600. That's what it
$600.
nets out.
So all right, so $600.
That's
right?
an extra $600.
$600 for something to finish, in a minute and 20 seconds as opposed to a minute and 45.
Yeah.
I mean, look. I mean, obviously, there's some circumstances where that 20 seconds spread out over the course of X years means something really tangible. And if the difference for that is $600, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be spread out and it might be worth it. But more often than not, it's not.
It's not. I mean, it's not like I fully on edit anyway, and it's not always constantly rendering, so I don't need that workload. However, going from the old computer into this new one, bro, when it used to take like 3 hours to render footage to like 8 or 11 minutes.
Right.
That's
right.
I mean,
that's again, and that's what I would tell most people is just, at some point your hardware is just not going to be able to cut it. Like,
yeah.
This guy,
that used to be his daily driver right there.
This is my daily driver. Like,
it still is good.
I mean, look, it's just this guy can do it. Can't do it. That guy can keep up. That guy back there can keep up. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
what is that meme? Is the this is your sister's boyfriend, her dad, her brother, her cousin, and then this is you. Like
right. Again,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's all I gotta say. It's just all about some fries, ladies and gentlemen. However,
Chris says, "What married man has $600 just laying around for a PC upgrade?" Not this guy. I mean, not this guy. Not at all, man. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. The 2080 Ti at the time when it released. I mean, I think it's still $1,200. It's still $1,200 for some crap like that. I didn't have that, dude. It's just like, yo. And I got mine used. I got the 2070 used. It was like $437 instead of brand new $650. So it's still a discount.
Still a relatively good price because I have.
It was a great price.
$70 for $400.
Yeah, it was a steal to begin with. I was like, I don't care if it's used. Are you kidding me? Yes. Let me get them. However, let's go on to the beautiful. Oh man, I'm scared right now. He hasn't done anything. Okay. Every time we go to the song. However, let's do it. Mon Shishi News. Now this is the best food show in the planet, where two chefs kind of divulge on all food things. Is that? I need to get a fucking better thing for that. I just gotta.
I see you, Chris.
Okay, just a little bit of that. However, there's some. So I just want to say, what is today? By next week, it is Memorial Day next week. Okay. Yes. Typically, Mother's Day was like, oh man, it was we get slaughtered in a restaurant, and then you get like a week of kind of it's okay, and then all of a sudden again, boom, Memorial Day, right? And it's not like a crazy big swing, but it's still a pretty busy day, and then the next day, wonk, just like that, right? What are your plans, Sean, for Memorial Day? Are you gonna have a barbecue out? I don't know.
I live in New York, man. Like,
so what if y'all just bought like a fucking barbecue thing, sat outside, and just made some dogs, some Franks, and some, I don't know.
I'm gonna get a long extension cable and
some
a Foreman
ribs
grill and put it on my
steak.
And just let the hot grease just drain into the sidewalk, I guess. I don't know, man. Like, dude, all these days are the same. Not to make this depressing, but like, you just said it was Memorial Day, and I'm like, seriously?
Yeah, it's Memorial Day, Sean. It's Memorial Day.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
Yo, it's there, and then in about another week, Kayla and I anniversary are up, so it's pretty.
Shout out to
awesome.
that.
Yeah,
don't forget that.
Of course,
don't forget that one.
Of course. However, just for everybody else, we got you some
Check it out now.
10 best grilling cookbooks to take your summer cooking to the next level. Now, obviously, I get we're not necessarily cooking, all right? We can't really gather. However, there's some still a ton of tips and tricks that you can do at home, living your best life. However, if you hold on. Me and Kayla went to Texas last year on our road trip. This is Franklin's barbecue. This is from them, bro. This is a 5-hour wait. Can we just? This is just a picture. I'm just getting all about it. I can remember the smells. I think they have one of the best barbecues we've ever had.
That looks so good.
It wasn't even, and it was not necessarily cheap. It was like maybe $60 for all of this because we got a pound of each. We had the wings. Not the wings. We had the brisket, the burn ends. I don't think we tried turkey. No, we had the sausage. And we got the ribs also. And then I think 2 sides. I forget which 2. I have it on one of the pictures. But yo, it was dang legit. However, grilling just makes everything taste better. There we said it. And though it might seem as simple as slapping on some food for a nice char, there's actually an art to cooking on the grill. Whether you do low and slow, like most of everybody else, or you just like to do the quick and char and burn. I prefer that actually, and then finish it off kind of like another 20 minutes into the low and slow. It doesn't matter. Grilling is grilling, and there's a science to it, and it gets me really excited every time we kind of think about it. However, there's a whole bunch of other things. These are some cookbooks that you can pick up right now. Franklin Barbecue, a meat smoking manifesto, $18 at Walmart. It kind of gives you the best recipes. Fact, Franklin's just use salt and pepper, so I don't know if that's like a secret or not, but it's literally just 18 hours in the barbecue with somebody just keep on stoking it and watching
so
literally just that's every time somebody interviews him, it's like, yo, it's just salt and pepper and time. It's 18 hours every time, and that's how we get the flavor, and it's insane. But that's all I gotta say. Meathead, the science of great barbecue and grilling. Yo, you're $24. You're gonna come at me with $24 and Franklin's at 18. Who are you?
I don't know. That guy looks like he knows something.
Yeah, I mean he knows some, right? Yo,
it might be $6 more.
He kind of reminds me of Carl. Is that weird? Yo, shout out to Carl. Yo, what's up, Carl? I know you're listening. The End of Grilling Cookbook by William Sonoma. You can find this entire thing over here. I'll make sure to leave a link in description below. But let's keep on going on because I do want to cover quite a bit of things. Walmart is selling color changing tumbler and straw sets in case you can't get your hands on the Starbucks one. Yo, this is like, so Starbucks came out with like a quick changing straw or whatever. Everybody's on a craze for it, even though you can't really go into Starbucks, at least not here in Jersey. It's just a drive-through. Everybody's kind of mad because they can't get it. So now there you go. You can buy a pack of 4 at I think Walmart, right? Yeah, Walmart for $5. I don't know whether that's food related or not, but it transports food, right?
Food adjacent. Yeah, yeah.
If it makes you happy, you'd eat it or something like that, right? What was that saying? Your eyes eat first before your actual. Is that I don't know what I'm talking about. Taco Bell is hiring 30,000 workers this summer with some newly created positions. I've mentioned this to you, and actually you were there to experience it at the Teterboro Airport, where a bunch of people will come out to your door, kind of take your order, write it down. They'll go in and have somebody kind of take the food out and kind of give it to you. I think that's the model that everyone is kind of going to try to do, because Chick-fil-A is killing it right now. Killing it, bro. It's the same kind of efficiency, but they're just going to your car instead. Like, instead of you lining in there, I mean, you'll line up anyway. This way you can just stay in your car. And it's almost like they don't have to clean the restaurant. Like, at least the dining room. They just have to,
right.
Which is kind of nice. How do you feel about this, Sean?
I'm with it.
Right.
A lot of people are going to need to get back to work. And obviously, things are going to be significantly different than they were as recently as March 15th or so. So, hey, man, we got to adjust for this new world. Yeah. And I figured, like, look, in the movie Demolition Man, Taco Bell was still around. So, and they didn't do it without making these sweeping changes. So, let's get it, Taco Bell. See what y'all got.
These new rules will keep the drive-thru running smoothly to manage delivery, curbside pickup, and mobile app orders, and to maintain industry-leading sanitation and cleanliness practices. Did you know? I'm pretty sure you did. Taco Bell is like the restaurant of the year, like straight up. Also, the healthiest restaurant of the year. I don't know how they won that, and that was like an official. That was like an official statement, bro. Like this is a big ass chain, and
that like JD Power Associates best restaurant of the year. Like, what is the scale? What is the scale? Like, what is the scale?
It's a Kelly Blue Book. That's why. You know, that's why
okay. All right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
that's exactly what. For the Tokyo Olympics, it's summer 2021 or bust. As everybody knows, we were actually supposed to go have an Olympics kind of going on, but you know, pandemic, so it's not like we can do anything. However, they're kind of reorganizing the games, but it's a lot to put these together, and it's almost like there's so much money that goes into it.
Oh yeah.
Do you? Okay, so here's the thing. How do you feel about it? Should we keep on having these Olympian games? Because it's been like that for forever. Or do you think we should just exit out altogether because of the whole, money pit? It's kind of become because if you go to like old stadiums where it like launched, after it's all said and done, it becomes trash pretty much.
Obviously the impact that the Olympics can have on any given municipality is huge. And there's a lot to unpack there. You could talk about the politics of it. I mean, you could talk about the environmental issues, but I guess maybe this isn't exactly the place for that. So what I will say is like, I do like having the Olympics as this like kind of marker for where the current state of like human beings in competition is.
Oh, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, if there were a way to kind of extract the essence of that and not necessarily make it about like big business interests, and moving money around, I think it is pretty fucking cool to be like, who is the fastest swimmer? Yeah. Who's the fastest group of swimmers? Mm-hmm. Who can shoot a clay pigeon? What's up with that bobsled? Are the Americans gonna dunk on everybody in bat? Like, you want to know that, right? Like,
you do actually. Yes, I do.
It's interesting, like, or even just as a curiosity in the kind of like a timestamp on like where people were. It's like, what did people value as like representations of sport at that particular time? Mm-hmm.
I'm like, just mostly interested in like what they eat. Like, okay, can you just imagine?
But even that too, right? It's just like, that's something that changes. There's like a culture to it, right? Like,
it's a culture to it.
You want to know like what was going down in the Olympic Village.
Yeah. What were they eating?
Like,
were they eating sushi?
Were we eating sushi? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Where some country have to fly in some stuff like, I am curious to kind of see how this next Olympics is going to go, because I think there are going to be obviously there's going to be a lot of lessons that all of the different member and participating countries are going to have to do on their home fronts. And it's going to be, I don't say like a resolution, but a strong understanding of like what a baseline level of protections is going to be for having athletes coming in from all sorts of different parts of the world to be in one place. I mean, I don't know about what it's going to be for people watching it, live. But I don't know, man. I think we should have the Olympics. There's a lot that goes with it. I mean,
people train for this for years.
Oh yeah. It's like, yeah, you train for it. And I mean, obviously, we were talking about playing basketball earlier in this episode here, but like, you're only in your athletic prime for so long.
Yeah.
So, for people that work at their craft to be, recognized as a world's competitor in something, man, to lose that, especially since it only comes around, most of these, the summer and the winter, they come around every 4 years. I mean, to lose that opportunity sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks. I mean, obviously there's more important things than that, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah.
Even if this is not something that's like widely attended. I'm curious to see how the world gets together to put this thing on.
Okay, really quickly, what is your favorite sport to watch in the Olympics? Without saying basketball, because I know you're gonna say basketball.
I was gonna say, well, clearly,
but like besides
clearly
the main
it's basketball. I mean, I'll say like I'm a traditionalist and kind of like really pay attention to the sports that I think that like I could compete in, but I think nothing is like cooler than seeing a race.
Yeah.
Just a straight up race, like 100 meters, 200 meters, the 4, the 8, you know what I'm saying? Like a relay in a pool or out of a pool. Like that's what does it. 'Cause it's really, really simple, right? It's like, it's you, it's your lane, it's the sound of the gun, and that's it. You know, I mean, you talk about like, I mean, as much as I love basketball, there's a lot more that goes into it, and you can have like clearly differing levels of like athleticism and team building. But yeah, to me, just give me a straight up race. That's because it's just that. It's really just that. Like, who is the fastest? Who's the best in this thing? Some of the other sports are kind of subjective. Like, if it's like gymnastics and you're doing like a routine and it's just like, all right, why is that a 9.5 versus a 9.8? Like, it's kind of, if you don't know the nuance of the sport, it's kind of hard to watch and track, even though I would imagine it's still very exciting if you do. Yeah. For me, just give me a race.
Yeah, just
and I'm
race.
looking. Chris here says track in the summer and hockey in the winter.
There you go. Yo, hockey gets it with it. But in my opinion, my favorite is volleyball. Yo, women's volleyball gets so rough, dude. Yo, they just go at it. And then you switch to the men's volleyball and it just becomes a whole different freaking ball game altogether. Because I played volleyball in college also on the off season when we were playing basketball. But like, bro, like I wish I had the same ups as those dude. Like they literally only train to get for ups. Like that's all they did for volleyball. And whoever can, it's not jump the highest, but whoever can stay in the air the longest.
Sure. I mean, you got to have like extreme explosion and body control, right? Like you got to get up there, control that space, and then direct the ball back against someone who's also good at doing that. It's got to be crazy.
But I didn't play as spiker. I was a middle blocker, Sean. I was the center guy. I was the dude that bumps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I had faster reactions than everybody on all the other taller dudes. I'm literally the shortest guy in like the team. I'm 6 foot, right? Even in basketball, our shortest third person, he was 6'4". The main point guard is 6'3". Bro, I'm the 2 guard and I'm 6 foot. When we all go out to the court, like, yo, I'm the smallest dude there. But man, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to say I was the fastest, but I had the quickest step of everybody. But then again, just I don't want to relive my anger today. But anyway, let's keep moving. Sam's Club is selling sriracha almonds that will level up your chums. I was really excited for this, Sean. I'm not a Sam's Club member. There is a Sam's Club nearby, but yo, this gets me excited. Are you a hot food eater? I mean, you consume some hot food. We've eaten
Yeah. You know, from time to time. I'm not running away from it. You know, the mood's got to find me. But then
the
when we're there,
packaging got me, bro. This is like this. Speaks to my fucking soul,
that is
bro.
some really good branding. You know what it is, right? Like from a distance, you're just like, that's that sriracha.
Yeah, and it's chili.
And then when you get up
bro.
on it, you're just like, and it's almonds. I like those. Put them in the cart, man. Like you're not walking away from it. Like
this is a swipe right for me.
You see that
so
on a shelf, you're gonna put that right in the cart.
Swipe right for me right here. Two times. Just swipe right 2 times. Sam's Club, if you want to sponsor us, yo, homie, send us some sriracha chili almonds. Let's go and get it.
Casey,
just send it to my house, yo. Just say,
send it to his house.
Listen,
you know.
I'll get Sean some little bits of it, but he doesn't need to know. Just send it to me. It's fine.
It's all right, man.
And then family. Lastly, Popeyes. Before we did get to this last kind of thing, Caitlin bought the infamous Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Did she go? Okay. Did she go spicy or did she go regular?
We both got regular and spicy. So we had to try both of them.
Okay.
Our current favorite is Chick-fil-A's spicy chicken sandwich.
Okay.
It's like bomb, right? However, we first partake on the regular. Delicious. Okay. Delicious. Right. There's a crunch and it's like a different feeling altogether. The spicy, however, I didn't particularly like it because the way that they put the spice on, it's ancho chili powder. That's literally what it is. And I hate that floral scent. For me, personally.
Okay.
So for me, I didn't like it because of that one fact. And I know it because every time I use ancho chili, it gave me the same sensation when I ate that damn fucking chicken sandwich. And it made me mad. However, I was like, you know what would this make better if they had Chick-fil-A sauce on top of it?
See, and this is what your glove box is for, my dude. That's what it's like. People don't carry gloves in their cars. It's just for sauces.
No, it's just for sauce. It's just for sauce.
You should just have like all the Chick-fil-A sauce that you need.
On our cupboard, we have like 12 of them, Sean.
And I was just about to say that. You should have already dedicated like one drawer in your house to that already.
Yeah, there's a little mini space. Only Chick-fil-A sauces go into it.
We got one in the other room. It's just duck sauce.
See, it's just, oh my God, yo.
Like all different, just duck sauce. Yo, I don't even ask for it anymore. They're just like, you need a duck sauce? I'm like, save it for the next guy. We're good. I'll let you know.
I got it. The duck sauce.
We're good.
Oh, the duck sauce feels, yeah, that threw me off. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the live podcast for tonight.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Slow down. So we got a question.
Question.
Chris. Yes, he's asking us about the Instapot cooking. Do we do it? Like,
did we ever do Instapot? Did I do Instapot?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever did Instapot.
Oh, snap.
Did he do Instapot? Chris, did you do Instapot? Is he texting me right now? He didn't text me. I'm pretty sure he did. I swear to God.
I'm in the chat right here. He said he did his 7 to 8 hour restaurant style slow cook ribs in 30 minutes in the Instapot.
Okay. All right, I see you.
That sound was kind of X-rated, Casey.
Is that?
Whoa!
I do have a pressure cooker.
Okay, I have a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
In a
As
slow
you
cooker.
should.
I don't have it. I don't have an Instapot though.
Any chef should have one. It's a really great tool to kind of cheat a little bit, sorta. If you want to get the infused flavors in a short amount of time, but in a really dangerous package. That's what that is. Go ahead and get yourself a pressure cooker. It's pretty cheap.
Put a pipe bomb
nowadays.
on your counter.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
Just go for it. Just go for it, man.
I have a story to tell you. A long time ago, I didn't know how to open it, how to get the pressure out. I had no idea. So I was trying to fucking like get it. Chef goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to release it." He's like, "You dumbass." He took the knife and smacked it right on top of the bin. And all the pressure came. I was like, "Oh, I've been trying to figure out how to fucking do that." He's like, "If you did that and that exploded, there goes your arms and your face." I was like, "Well, that's why you're a chef." You know, I was just a lonely line cook at the time, a long time ago. And now I've learned. Now I do the same exact thing. I was like, you stupid dumbass. You smacked this out just like my chef did. And it makes me feel a little better. However, nothing too crazy though. Do we have any more questions? Or is that one?
I think, let me say, I think that was it. Some comment.
See, look. Now it does it.
But I like it. If you fade out on that, I'm with it.
I can't fade it out. Hold on.
Oh no.
I'm trying to X out of it. Stop it. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 second.
Hard edit.
It was working. It was working the entire time. And then obviously it has to do it the last
Nani?
Why? Huh?
なぜですか?
However, like Steve Harvey would say.
Greatest answer I've ever heard.
Oh, Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, that is for the show. We try to do this once a week.
Yeah.
It just depends on our schedules and depends on what day. However, Thursday seems to be working pretty well.
Yeah, for right now, sure.
Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do Thursday as well. Make sure you tune in. We do this pretty late at night, I guess.
Yeah,
but if you're in California, this is like 8 p.m.
And it's my fault because I got a kid and she's really precocious and she will be literally sitting right here. So I got to wait till, my wife will graciously put her to bed.
That is not an excuse, Sean. That is your family. It is
I love her. I love them. Yeah. She's the best.
That is not a big deal. You take your time. When I have a kid, it'll be the same exact thing.
Oh yeah, you'll know.
Yeah,
you're like, Casey, you want to do the potty? You'll be like, I haven't slept.
Right now, I can't.
I haven't slept. I love this kid, but this kid doesn't love me. I haven't slept. Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day.
Good times
all together. Oh my goodness. Well, that is it for the show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check us all out right here on YouTube, Chef Salty Pork Podcast. All the content and all the episodes you can find there if you haven't gotten to it on the live and on the main channel, also on Pork and Wine. You can hit up Sean at MetroCardX on Twitter. Make sure you do hit him up. Any questions, anything at all, make sure you send us up. And finally, if you have any questions or any kind of comments and you would like us to cover, AskChefSalty@gmail.com. Again, this little metric right here will eventually get to it. But when it gets to it, that's where you get right there, AskChefSalty@gmail.com. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, not too crazy. But other than that, Sean.
Just peace out, internet.
Peace out, internet. We out.